that might be foreign to you, it always tastes like what? Chicken. Right? I had some rattlesnake the other day. What did it taste like? Oh, it tastes a little bit like chicken. Oh man, I ate some alligator the other day, man. When I was out of town, I went to Texas Days out Brazil, had me some alligator. What it tastes like, brother? Oh, it tastes like chicken. A little swampy, but look, like chicken. I mean, armadillo, squirrel, whatever you eat, it always tastes like chicken for whatever reason.
Come on.
But chicken, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, is you can eat chicken and it's easier to digest than beef. However, it's not good.
Right.
It's a filthy animal.
It is.
A chicken eats like a pig.
Yes, it does.
A chicken will eat its own droppings.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And you know, and like I said, wherever you go, restaurants, man, that's the first thing you smell. It's something about that chicken, man. And the hormones and the antibiotics that they put in chicken is so addictive that it's calling us. You see what I'm saying? Even if we stop eating meat, and I bear witness because when I stopped eating meat, the hardest thing for me to give up was chicken. And that's because, again, of the drugs that they put in the chicken. The steroids that they put in the chicken to make that thing look like damn near like a turkey. You know what I'm saying? His breast so big, his legs. I mean, a lot of times you'll buy chicken from the store. Y'all bear witness to this. You'll buy chicken and the bones is broken when you eat it. Y'all ever witness that?
That's true.
The bones be broken. And that's because what happens is they're feeding those chickens all sorts of fillers and antibiotics and steroids and making them so big that the chickens grow so big and so fast that they can't even walk. Their legs literally break when they try and walk on them.
Wow.
Did y'all know that?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I mean, this is real tough. So, chicken, we shouldn't eat unless you raise it yourself.
Right.
Unless you raise it yourself and you control what it's eating, you shouldn't eat a chicken unless you raise it yourself. And you know, did y'all know you can raise a chicken in the city?
Yes, you
Come on.
can.
Yeah, what the heck?
And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. I think I remember Brother Ashton talking about this. Eggs. How do you get a small egg, a medium egg, and an egg that look like this?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever thought about that? I mean, they literally got cartons of all these different size eggs. Did they literally go through and pick out each small one and put them in the small cartons? You see what I'm saying? They're scientists. They are manufacturing what they're feeding us. And so you shouldn't eat, man, look, raise your own chickens.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
And again, he is a foul.
Come on. Come on.
Y'all catch that?
Come
He's
on
a
with it.
foul.
on.
He'll eat anything. The other thing that we should not eat ever, and I gotta touch on this, and everybody in this room should know this, but maybe we don't, is that filthy hog.
My.
That filthy swine. That is the animal that is absolutely forbidden. Absolutely forbidden. I mean, you shouldn't even touch his carcass. He's so filthy.
Right.
Yes.
A pig will eat anything.
Yeah.
I mean anything. If they throw you in the pen, he'll eat you.
He eats his babies.
He will eat anything.
That's right.
He does not have a way to, we talked about excretory systems. He does not have a way to get rid of his waste.
Right. Yes.
So everything that he eats becomes a part of him.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
This is what we were taught to eat as slaves.
Right. Come on.
That's the only reason a black man would eat some swine.
Come
Is
on.
he was made a slave and that was the only thing that he could eat.
That's right.
And of course we did the best that we could and made the best of it. Made it again delicious. Right? But it is no good for us whatsoever. You shouldn't eat any sort of pig. You shouldn't eat any food that has pig byproducts.
That's right.
And the thing about the enemy, the devil, is he's slipping those byproducts into all sorts of different products
sir.
to trick you into eating pig.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
He slips it in the toothpaste.
Yes.
He slips it in the bread. He slips it in. Don't eat no Jello. Please don't eat no
Come on,
Jello.
come on.
Please don't eat no Jello.
Yeah.
He slips it in the baked goods. He slips it into anything that he can on purpose.
Yes, sir.
This is a wicked scientist that we're
Yes,
dealing
sir.
with,
Yes,
brothers and
sir.
sisters. A wicked scientist. So we definitely want to stay away from the pig. Like I said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that this swine was 999% poison.
Yes, sir.
I mean, in the realm of mathematics, there's only 100%, right? 100% of everything. But the messenger said he's 999% poison.
Right.
That we shouldn't touch him. That he has in his essence, in his being, he has what is called a trichina worm. Do the math on him. Do the research on him.
Yes, sir.
He has a trichina worm that you can't kill, no matter how much you cook it. Because that's what Negroes say, man. I just cooked the worm out.
Come on, come on, come on.
No, you won't.
Okay.
Because that worm's so cold, man. When he gets to whatever degree that you want to cook him out of, he forms what is called a protective cyst.
Yep,
Yes, sir.
yep.
A protective cyst
Yes, sir.
until that heat comes down, then he comes on out. And the first thing he attacks, of course, is your digestive system. He gets all up in your spine. There have been instances where people have had trichina worms all in their brain.
Right.
Teach. Years. Never get.
Oh man, he's a vicious animal, man. So that pig, you want to leave him alone altogether.
Yes, sir.
Right.
What about fish? And I'm going fast. What about fish? We eat fish, right? Fish is good, but it's only fish that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches that grow from anywhere from 1/2 pound to 10 pounds.
Yes, sir.
From 1/2 pound to 10 pounds. So you should eat stuff like whiting, of course. We have some beautiful whiting in our ABLE
Yes,
program.
Come on, come on.
You can eat some red snapper. You can eat some trout. You can eat some perch. You can eat a little bit of cod, some salmon. But what you don't want to eat is you don't want to eat any fish that grows over 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to eat, as much as we like tuna fish sandwiches, you want to leave that tuna alone.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat halibut. You don't
That's
want to
right.
eat
That's right.
swordfish.
Yes, sir.
There's a bunch of different fish that you don't want to eat. You certainly don't want to eat the catfish.
Yes,
sir.
I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to eat that catfish. That catfish is like the hog of the lake.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
He'll eat you too. They got catfish down south, man, that grow as big as a horse.
That's right.
So you don't want to eat that. And have you ever looked at a catfish? Side
Yes.
That is an ugly
Go ahead,
looking
go ahead.
fish.
Right.
I mean, I got a rule, man. Don't eat nothing that you don't want to look at. You know what I mean?
Come on, come on.
You don't want to eat, in terms of seafood, I'm going to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to eat no crab. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My grandmother said, I don't eat nothing that walks sideways. So you don't want to eat no crab. You don't want to eat no lobster. I'm sorry. You don't want to eat no scrimp.
Scrimps.
Did I say scrimp? Shrimp. I'm sorry. You don't want to eat none of them oysters and all that. None of that shellfish you want to mess with, man, because all of those grow at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, sir.
A lobster can't swim. Can he? He kind of can swim. He got that little back tail thing going on. But the majority of his time is spent at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes,
Crab,
sir.
same way. So you don't want to eat a bottom feeder. You don't want to be a bottom feeder.
That's right.
And we are what you eat, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's the truth. And that shrimp, that scrimp. Y'all know that little dark line that's going up the back of that scrimp thing? That makes it real tasty. Y'all know
Go
what it
ahead.
is,
Go
right?
ahead.
Yes, sir. Go
That's
ahead.
the boo-boo.
The feet, man. Yes, sir.
That's the boo-boo.
That's
You
what
know,
it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is. We don't want to eat that. We don't want to eat that. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that we should eat the simplest of foods, right?
Yes, sir.
That we should eat, like I said, fruits and vegetables. And there's a long list of fruits and vegetables. And let me say this, because I gotta hit this in terms of what we eat and what we don't eat. In terms of greens, leafy green vegetables are great, right? But you have to be very careful because a lot of the things that we've grown up with, you should not eat.
Yes, sir.
Collard greens.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Shouldn't eat collard greens. You're like, why shouldn't you eat collard greens? You shouldn't eat, and this is something that white people love, kale. They promote that as a superfood. You should never eat kale.
Yeah,
One thing
go
right
ahead.
now.
Nah, that's the superfood, brother. You go to a health food restaurant, man, they load you up with some kale. But you should not eat kale. First off, if you've ever eaten kale, it's real chewy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so chewy, it's like, man, am I supposed to eat this? It's
Right.
supposed to eat it and spit it out.
Right.
But, and so that texture is difficult, even as a plant, for us to digest. But secondly, and this goes right along the line with greens, is when you're eating greens, greens are very rich in vitamin K. Does anyone know what vitamin K is for? Vitamin K, they give that, they shoot that in babies when they're born, that vitamin K. But vitamin K is what clots your blood. Now, so you need a healthy amount of vitamin K in your blood, right? Because if you get cut, you know what I'm saying, eventually that thing gotta stop, so you gotta have vitamin K in your blood. So healthy amounts are great, but what happens with, if you have a diet that is rich in like collard greens and turnip, I can't remember if it was the roots of the salads, but turnip greens, mustard greens, you have all of these greens, these real super leaf green vegetables or kale. What happens is you get an overabundance of vitamin K. And so down south where our people eat a lot of pork, right? They eat greens with it and they throw the pork in it. It's not the, okay, here's what's happening. The pork is causing the high blood pressure, the heart disease, the, what else do we got? Diabetes eventually with the sugar and whatnot. But what's causing the stroke or the high incidence of stroke is the overabundance of vitamin K that's in the greens.
Yes, sir.
So Big Mama had a stroke, right? I mean, that's so common.
Right.
That's so common. Because we think that we're eating healthy when we're eating greens, even when we take the hog out, which you're not, because the vitamin K is just too much. So if you want to get vitamin K, healthy amounts of vitamin K, that can be found, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, in like your romaine lettuce.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Spinach. Spinach is great. But you just want to stay away from those greens. Okay? What else I want to say? Oh, so back to the simple foods. So the simple foods that we want to eat, of course, is fruits and vegetables. We want to eat whole wheat bread.
Yes, sir.
Whole wheat bread that is cooked thoroughly. The messenger said cook it twice.
Right.
Come on.
Cook it twice to prevent it from, and you shouldn't eat a lot of fresh baked goods, even though we like them fresh. You shouldn't eat a lot of fresh baked goods because the yeast in the baked goods continues to rise in your stomach.
Yes, sir.
Okay? What else do we say? So whole wheat bread, cooked twice. Pure milk. Now I'm going to stop here for just a second. Because when we say pure milk, the milk that you get in the grocery store is not pure.
That's right.
There's a video online, a YouTube video called Scary Dairy. I dare you to watch it. You will never drink milk again. I promise you. But is because of the way that they treat, not only the way that they treat the actual milk, but the way that they treat the cows.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God. I mean, it'll make you cry just to watch it. I'm serious. If you got any humanity about you whatsoever, it'll literally bring you to tears to watch the way that these devils treat these animals. And that goes along with the meat as well that we eat. Because, and I should have said that earlier, but the meat that we eat, if you eat it, you should get it from a halal, H-A-L-A-L, that means clean butcher shop, or a kosher butcher shop. Halal is what the Muslims call it. Kosher is what the Jews call it. We can eat the same food. But it is the way that they slaughter an animal, right?
Yes, sir.
Because if you ever watch, and there's videos on YouTube again, the way that they slaughter these animals, the animals are petrified.
Right. They're scared.
The animals are scared to death. Anything that you eat, and this is according to our book, the Holy Quran as well, it should be slaughtered mercifully. He shouldn't even know that he's about to be killed. Because if he knows that he's about to be killed, and what they do is they put him in a slaughterhouse, man, and they'll hang him up by their feet, and they'll jug him in the jungle and let him just bleed out. But the cow see the man coming with the knife, right? He see it? And so he is afraid. Think that over. He is afraid before he is killed. And so when he's afraid, all of that fear, that those hormones, that all of that goes into, it's excreted throughout his brain, it goes through his system, it goes into the meat, and then you eat them. And then we wonder why we are scared to death people.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
you
sir.
are what you eat.
Yes, sir.
We have a lesson that talks about how the original man is or not the original man, because the original man is not scared of nothing, but how we were made to fear the devil when we were little babies.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And then there's a question that's asked, so why does he fear now since he's a grown man?
Yes, sir.
It's because the devil told him to eat the wrong food.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So you're sitting up here eating fear.
Eating fear.
Come on, come on.
Wow.
Because of what they did to the chicken, what they did to the cow, what they did to the pig, God forbid. So you have to be very careful even about the meat that you eat. You should only get it from certain places if you're going to eat it, if you want to eat to live. Otherwise, you don't know what the hell them people did to that food.
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And their motivation